We going high, 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 high. Yeah. 30,000 feet up in the sky. We going high, 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 high. Yeah. 30,000 feet up. I do it all for the life that we cherishing, and dimes like a ferryman, and paper like librarians, and a whole bunch of squarians.
You know, touring with ScoreMore. I started my very first tour last year. That very first tour was with ScoreMore. So like, my first experiences was with, you know, that team, and it was crazy because like we both were still coming up. Like I was like, I'm not the XV that's here now. Like I was performing with Currency and Pac Dig. I was a very first opening act, and these people didn't know my songs, they didn't know my name, my music, and I was like performing for like, you know, new ears. But they still were learning like how to do all the promo and do this and get the venue and that. Like, so we all were coming up together. So now it's like we all are established and we created this like this brand. You know, like ScoreMore as a brand. Like I remember a promoter was trying to bring me out, and it wasn't ScoreMore. They were going to do a Texas run. Like, yo, I can't really do that. Like, I know where the best product's at. Why am I going to get you on my connect when he got the best product and everybody knows it's the best product and go with this, you know? It's kind of off-brand, you know what I mean? I created my rap name when I was 14 going on 15 years old. And when I turned 15 years old, I decided that I wanted to do music as my career. I wanted to pursue, from that point on, I wanted to make music, you know, the thing that I make money off of, that I do with the rest of my life. And I felt like I was such a young age to make such a powerful decision that I want to make sure I remember it. When I'm 75 years old, I'm like, wow, I have this XV tattoo on my arm because when I was 15, I wanted to do music, and then I have all these years of memories from that point on, you know. And so I just wanted to always remember that where that age was. But mind you, I was 15 years old, so there was no Google, there was no LimeWire, no Mediafire. So I wasn't thinking how hard it's going to be to search XV. I wasn't thinking how hard it's going to be to make a logo with only 2 letters. I wasn't thinking about none of those things. Like, God, I wish I had like the internet and I was 25 years old. That's how you know somebody created their rap name, like with the internet era, because they have like symbols from like a keyboard. You know what I mean? Like it'll be like, my name is DJ hashtag. You know, like that's some like you're millennial. That's a millennium flow.
How y'all doing out there? All right. Thank you for joining me this evening.
Boston level with Skrillex was like, I've been always into dubstep. Like people don't realize that when me and Seven were making Gobstopper on 2009's Everybody's Nobody, we were trying to make a dubstep record. We actually took out a lot of the dubstep elements of it to make it more like a club record because we put Wiz on it. But I've always fucked with dubstep. And you know, Skrillex like that, you know, Scary Monster and Night Sprite, so like was just so like crazy on the net, like when it came to dubstep. Like when I saw these kids just raving to it, that's when I was like, yo, this shit is fucking like, this is like some fucking MOP Annie Up shit right now. These kids are going fucking nuts. And it just felt like hip hop to me, you know what I mean? When I hear the wobble bass, it reminds me of like flow patterns. Like you can rap over like back on that side, and it's like so ill, like on some like techno shit. And that's what attracted me to it. And Skrillex is like so dope because they had that sample that it sounds like a fucking awesome ass RPG, just like you just popped in like Final Fantasy 25 or some shit. That's what it sounded like. So I was like, yo, I have to rap on it. This is like a fucking nerd's dream right now. So yeah.
Competition in line, you gotta sort them. Fire engine red, in that crop head.
No, we actually we're hoping to drop the debut album by the summer of 2012. Me and The Dark Knight Rises. You know, we're just gonna be battling head to head, try to be as awesome as possible next week. That's where I want to try to drop the album. But it's really all about as when I have the world's attention. You know, the story that I'm trying to tell, I don't want it to just be like, you know, heard only, you know, by the people who know right now. I want the world to hear it, because I feel like what I'm gonna say on this album and on the records is it relates to society so well right now. And I've been writing this for like 4 or 5 years, so I feel like it just needs to be heard. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And hopefully 2012 summer. Yeah.
The whole thing. See, even G couldn't F with it.
For the album, I'm mainly sticking to just my in-house team. I work with 7, of course. You know, multiple mixtapes. Most people know my sound with 7, so it wouldn't be right to not have 7 part of the project. So 7, he's definitely, you know, a big part of it. Just Blaze is the other big part of it. Some of the records are going to be done by 7, some are going to be done by Just Blaze, and some of them are going to be done by both of them collaboratively. I'm also want to work with 1500 or Nothing. Organized Noise just reached out and said they want to do some shit. Huge Organized Noise fans. So if we can make that happen, I would love to make the album just like Organized Noise, Just Blaze, 7, and 1500 or Nothing. I want to keep it very in the awesome sound. We have a whole project together right now that we're working on. He did Batteries with Trey the Truth. He did Phobia. He did Best Days of Our Lives with Donis. So yeah, we got some shit.
Boss level, boss level, boss level.
Right now, like all the features are up in the air, and we're just kind of like gathering them. But definitely want Lupe on the album. I definitely want to try to get Childish Gambino on the album. I'm a huge Childish Gambino fan. I have a crazy record idea for him. I also want Janelle Monáe on the album. She's from Kansas City. And Marsha Ambrosius and probably J. Cole. Yeah. See, like, Kid with the Green Backpack, it's a story. So, like, you know, a lot of rappers, they'll hold back from putting features on their album. For me, the story I want to tell involves a lot of characters. It's not just me. I'm the kid with the green backpack, but there's, you know, the kid with the Velcro shoes, you know, the girl with the bamboo earrings. Like, it's like all kinds of different characters I want to play. And the people I just named are a few people I think would be dope characters in the story I'm about to tell.
Space shuttles up in the cosmos. Where we at? Someone bet.
Tech 9 is like the format that I wanted to follow when I planned on trying to, you know, put Wichita on the hip hop map. Cause I've seen that he's done that so well for KC Mo. You know, Tech 9 has been in the game for years, and he was part. At first, just a part of the KC, you know, Kansas City hip hop scene, and now it's like, even though he came from a part of it, he grew into being like a big piece of the Kansas City hip hop scene, and that's why I want to be with Wichita. I'm not the end all be all of the Wichita hip hop scene. I started out just a part of it, just like everybody else did. I'm going into like a piece of it. So, you know, I learned that from Tech. You know, it's the technicians, like those are my square dudes. You know, he's a leader, and his music is to lead. So like, that's what I'm all for. Like, I'm all for the leaders. I'm all for the heroes. I'm all for like coming out. There's a lot of people who don't know how to be that. So, you know, they find the right person to lead them. It's going to be a glorious moment. Yeah.
Boss level, boss level, boss level, boss level.
Me and GLC, we first worked together with Lumière's Edge. So from that point on, like, would have been cool. So like GLC's like such a fucking G that when I send him a record, it can be for nothing. He'll just like knock it out. And I just heard that beat and I started rapping that hook. Now it's up to you to say that you was wrong, but I was like, man, GLC would kill this hook. And I was upset. He was like, yo, send it to him. So I recorded it, and I recorded just like he would. Like I'm like, Church, it's him. Yeah. And I like did the whole hook and sent it to him. And just like 2 days later, he just sent it right back with his vocals on it. I was like, oh shit. He didn't even know what it was for. I didn't tell him, like I didn't pitch it to him. I just said it to him. And then I was on tour with Casey Veggies about like 4 months ago. And after we got off tour, I listened to it on the plane and was like, yo, Casey Veggies would kill this. Cause I really became a fan of his music when we went on tour together. Cause I got to like see him perform and hear like shit I never even heard just cause I wasn't tuned in. And so then Casey Veggies heard GLC was on it. He was like a big GLC fan. So he was like, hell yeah, and knocked out his verse like a week. Boom. And then last thing, me and Rojas, he just ended up winning because like me and Mira have known each other for like 2 years, so like we always just see each other. We know the same people. So he just comes up to me like, dude, quit bullshit and send me a record. And then I was like, alright, cool. I shot it to him. He knocked it out and I was like, yo, I didn't even realize till somebody said on a blog like, it's East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, and like I guess I'm Central or the South, whatever I am. And I was like, damn, that's dope. I didn't even plan for that. We just all just worked. It's pretty dope.
All alone, you call my phone and shout it. When you just hit a tone, leave a message, just leave me alone. Now it's up to you to say that you were wrong.
Yo, what's going on? Y'all checking out Fly Times Daily, where they serve you fresh, daily, busy. Here with the green backpack, we in here.
Yeah, remember when you left me? You right for me, dude. I couldn't get the time of day. Now you want nights in the tan, right? But a threesome, what I like right now. Life a bitch and calm as a bitch. How dyking it out?